guys, it's me today. I'm here with a book haul. I do a quarterly book haul every 3 months. That's a quarter. Yes, I do a book haul. And honestly, this year, these quarterly book hauls have been very large. I am glad to say that this quarter, I've kept it to a minimum. It's not like it's nothing, but like it's good. I don't have that many books. So that's fantastic. And I have read a couple of them already. So we're going in the right direction. And the ones I haven't read, I'm super excited to read. So we're doing great. So let's just go over all the books I acquired in the months of July, August, and September. Let's go. So in July, I only got one book, and that's Twisted Love by Anna Huan. This is a very popular romance book. Like, I've heard so many great things about it. This one, like from the entire series, but this one in particular is Brother's Best Friend, I believe. And then in August, I got a little bit more books. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books in August. So that's the month I acquired the most in, but this is also the month that I've read books for. So it's not as bad. Let's start with one I'm super hyped about, and that's The School for Good and Evil by Suman Shanani, which I have been meaning to read this book for so long because I have heard so many great things about the series, just like in general. But now the movie adaptation is coming out in October, and Sophia Riley is in it from High School Musical, the series, who I absolutely adore. So I'm super excited to watch it, but I want to read the book first because this has been on my bucket list of books to read for so long. And then 2 books that I have read are Birthday Girl and It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. Let's start with this one. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey is another romance novel that I've heard a lot of great things about, and I've been super excited to read. And I read this in September, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm very excited to also give the second book in the series a read, hopefully soon. And I own another book by Tessa Bailey, which is Fix Her Up, which is the first book I've heard from Tessa Bailey for. That's how I know her. But I also know that one has more mixed reviews, so that's why I've been putting up reading it. But now that I've loved this, I think that's also on my very soon to be read TBR. And then we also have Birthday Girl, like I said before, by Penelope Douglas, which is another popular romance. This one is a age gap boyfriend's dad romance. And I wasn't the biggest fan of this. I do still want to read another book by Penelope Douglas because I thought this was well written, and there were some romantic scenes in here that I liked. But overall, I just wasn't the biggest fan of this book, and I just picked this up because this was in the bookstore, and I've never seen a Penelope Douglas book in a bookstore before, but also because this is the book from them that I've heard the most about. But yeah, sadly enough, I didn't end up liking it, but I'm still open to reading more Penelope Douglas, so leave in the comments down below what Penelope Douglas book you recommend me to read next. And then we're fueling my Heartstopper addiction by buying these 2 things. First, we have the Heartstopper coloring book. I typically don't include like my coloring books in book hauls because I do buy coloring books, but this one I am not planning on coloring in because I'm having this as like a collection of illustrations. In my brain, Nick and Charlie and like the whole Heartstopper world is in black and white because that's just the way the comic is formatted. So coloring these in would feel wrong, but I still wanted to have this just because I love the series so much. And then I also got this, which is Heartstopper Volume 1, of course, by Alice Oseman, but this is the like limited edition from the Dutch publishers, which just it is a TV show tie-in, but it's called a limited edition probably because it's a hardback. This is the front, and then we have the back, and then these end papers of everything. I love them so much. There we go. And then for the rest, it is just the contents of Heartstopper Volume 1, just regular, except throughout it there are some like pictures from the TV show cut in. Like, it's not like a super special edition, but I wanted to have this. And then next we have The Kiss Cushion by Helen Wan, which again is another very popular romance novel that I've been meaning to read for a while. I don't really love the Dutch cover. I don't know, I'm not obsessed with it. I really love the original cover for this one, the US one, the illustrated one. I know people like an over illustrated covers, but I really love this one originally, and this one I'm not the biggest fan of. And then another romance I've heard a lot about is a YA romance, and that's Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. Like, I've seen Emma Lord's books around the entire time, and I believe this is her debut, and this one is the one I've heard the most about. And this one is about, I believe, I could be wrong, from what I remember from people telling me, this one is about a boy and a girl who run the Twitter accounts for like their family's companies, and they actually end up striking a friendship online, but they hate each other in real life, but they don't know that, you know, their online personas are their real life personas. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I could be mixing up some details, but that's kind of the gist of it. And that sounded really fun to me, really interesting. So I am excited to give this one a read as well. And then next we have another book that I've already read, and it's The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the third and final book in the Inheritance Game series. I always get it wrong, the series name. But I read the first two books very early on in the year, and I really loved them, so I was very excited to read the series finale. So when it came out, I of course had to get it, and this was an amazing conclusion to the series. And then lastly we have my September haul, which is only 2 books long, and is 3 very highly anticipated releases that came out recently that are by authors that I've read from before and I've enjoyed books from before. Let's start with like my other by author at this point, and that's Nothing But to Tell by Kevin McManus. This Kevin McManus' latest novel, and I don't know a lot about this one except that it's a YA mystery thriller like all of our books are, and the tagline is "A body in the woods, a cold case untaught, a story to die for." That's all I know about it. But that's kind of all I got to know about a Kevin McManus book. Then we have 2 romances to round this up. First we have Love in the Brain by Ellie Hazelwood, which is her second novel. Again, I don't know a lot about this one. I think it's another hate to love situation. That's kind of all I know. It's kind of all I need to know. I have heard a lot of great reviews for this. I am super hyped to give this one a read because I've seen a lot of people actually prefer this over The Love Hypothesis, but I've also seen people who prefer The Love Hypothesis. But like from reviewers that I really trust, they tend to prefer this one over The Love Hypothesis. So I am really excited to give this a read. And then lastly, we have The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas, who is the author of The Spanish Love Deception. This is kind of like a spin-off from The Spanish Love Deception, as this follows the main character in The Love Hypothesis. I forgot her name. Lena, I believe. Her best friend is like the female protagonist in this one, I believe. And then one of her family members is the male protagonist in this, I think. I don't know. I know it's forced proximity, as of course they're living together, and that's all I gotta know. And yeah, that's my book haul for this quarter. Like I said, it's a lot less than the other 2 quarters for this year, but I'm like generally so hyped about all of these books. So let me know in the comments below which one I should prioritize according to you, if you've read them, what's your thoughts on them, because I don't know where to start. I'm very excited about all of these. Well, to be fair, I think my next read from this stack is gonna be The School for Good and Evil, because I want to read that before the movie comes out and I'm running out of time. But for the rest, I don't know where to go next. So let me know in the comments what you think, as well as some of the books you bought this past quarter, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Good.